What's up, party people? Hey, it's me. I'm back. It's James again. It's good to see you. It's been a long time. So I've got some important news for you today. I might get fired for telling you this, so if you never see me again, that's what happened. I've got sitting beside me Fender's best kept secret under $100. I'm contractually obligated to say that because I think it's going to be the title of this video. So I made this discovery a while back. Somebody was looking at guitars in the shop, and they were looking for like a beginner rig, and we had run out of the Fender Champ 20s, which is what I usually recommend because they're like $100 and they've got all the effects on them and they're really cool. And they're for guitar, okay? But I didn't have one. What I did have lying around, however, was this bad boy, which is a Fender Rumble 25. This is a bass amp. At least that's what it's supposed to be for. So I plugged into it, and I was like kind of blown away because I thought it sounded really, really good. And so now I've been like recommending these to people for guitar all the time. So the difference is, obviously, the one downside is you don't get all the effects, okay? Whatever. The upshot, though, is you get a bigger speaker, you get more bass response, and you get a little bit more volume out of it. You've got a 3-band EQ on top, bass, mid, treble, a volume knob. You get a little bit of overdrive. I'll show you that in a minute. You've got an auxiliary input, and you get a phone's output, so you can listen to it on headphones. So it's a pretty versatile little monster. They make them in bigger versions. You can get like, my guitar tech, he's got a Rumble 500 that he uses for guitar all the time. So it's not just me. Other people like it too. The times that I would recommend something like this are if you play guitar, but you also want to play bass, so you can plug both into this, because you can't necessarily plug a bass guitar into a guitar amplifier. I mean, you can, it just could be disastrous at higher volumes. You could blow the speaker out, and that's not fun for anybody. But you can plug a keyboard into this if you want to. The other upside is it's really, really clean, just right out the bat. So you don't get any effects, but it really is great for pedals. So if you're a touring band, and you've got a gig somewhere, let's say your amp blew up at the last gig and killed the drummer. So your drummer's dead. That's one issue, but that's fine. You can just get somebody to beat on cans for the next set. More importantly, your amp's blown up. So what do? You stop at your local Fender dealer and you pick one of these bad boys up. It's going to push enough volume on stage, especially if you put a mic in front of it. You can plug your pedal board right into it, and you'll get a pretty killer tone. Obviously, it's not going to be the same as your deluxe reverb. Nobody's going to say that, but I think it'll get you by. And if you need a really good like catch-all amp for a rehearsal space or even for recording, one of these things is pretty badass. If you like this sound I was getting just a second ago, I've got my bass at my bass knob is at roughly 10 o'clock. My mid knob is about the same, and my treble knob is about 3 o'clock. And there's a contour switch on here which does a mid cut, but I do not have that engaged. I'm going to give you some of the overdrive tones too. So that's that. Come check it out. It's been James. That's me with Casino Guitars. So come check it out if you want to hear it in person. We've got a bunch of them in the shop. And of course, leave some comments in that section below where you put the comments. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. And then, I don't know, call the shop. Ask for me. I'll talk to you in person. It'll be great. We'll be best friends for life. Farewell.